Hi guys and welcome. I know you're probably thinking, what is that daft fool doing with all that on his head? Well, I'm just fitting a relay to the Fazer. I'm doing it in the kitchen because it's a bit warmer. I've had to solder the wires to sort of make everything work. I want to do it properly using the heat shrinks and the wires and the soldering. I've had to learn how to do that. It's my first attempt. I'm going to try and give you a little bit of an update. I'm not going to do a full tutorial or anything like that because it's just my first attempt and I've watched other people do it. So I'll give you some updates. And then next time when I do the Bandit, I'll try and do more of a video. So see what you think. So I'm quite new to soldering. Watching quite a lot of videos this week on how to do it. So I'm really fresh, and this is sort of, I'm doing a relay on the bike, adding a relay. I'll go over that a little bit. So from what I've seen, make sure you've got a nice clean working area for a bit of solder on the thing. Hold it under the wire, and that's it. The wire's tinned, as they call it. And you can buy these fancy tools, and you know, to clean your soldering iron. I've used one of those dish cleaning scourer things, and I've put it in a cap. And it works. So you don't need to buy one of them, you can just use this. And also, these arms, these are magnetic arms. These are £15 off Amazon. Awesome for holding wires into place. And yeah, I'm having to do it in the kitchen because it's freezing outside, so I've got the bike in here, and this glass worktop's the only place safe, and I've got an old tray because when I did some soldering the other day, I burnt a few things, so I'm having to be a bit more careful. And got some heat shrinks as well, so I'll be heat shrinking this together. So I'll just keep you updated if you're bothered. So now I've basically spliced into that wiring loom, because I know that's a switched live feed and the bike's turned on. So I've extended from that, and this is the wire that's going to go to the relay. I've given myself plenty of wire length so that I don't run out, basically. So let's take it further. Okay, so I'm at the latter stages of this install now. Here's the relay. So I've got this wire goes to the switched live feed, and I managed to tap into there. That's what I showed you earlier on. So I've spliced into there. That when I switch on the ignition, that's a live feed. So this feed goes to the device, which in this case is the heated grips. This is the earth, which I've attached to the frame, which is not in focus, but there it is. And then just have a look, let's find it. This cable, this one goes to the battery. So live feed to the battery, connect to the frame, or you can connect to the negative on the battery if you like. This goes to the heated grips, and this one goes to the switched feed. And this is the relay. I'll just show you the one I've got, and there you go. So it's a 12 volt relay, got off eBay for probably about £3. That's all. It saved a little bit of wiring on the battery, not a lot. So we've got, you know, down there we've got the heated grips also going direct to the battery. I could have done it to the frame, but it was already there, so it was no problem. Tested it and it works. I've just got to tidy this up now, and I'm going to put the relay behind there, so it's sort of out of the way and it's not going to get wet or anything. You can sometimes, some people put some hot glue around the terminals, but obviously if anything goes wrong, you're not going to get that off. Although hot glue is not always that sticky, the one I use. So my main aim now is to tidy up, tidy the wires, and when it's done I'll just give you a quick photograph. So that's the relay fitted. I've bolted it onto that, seeing as there's already space for a bolt. Use a small bolt. Wires are all tucked away behind the brake fluid reservoir. I'll probably change that because it seems to be coming up. It's not really affecting anything. that's the fuse for the heated grips. The battery's looking tidier now, there's not too many things attached. I've got a USB attached to that still. I could always put that through a relay, but to be honest, it's not really affecting much. And this wire's for the USB. I'm going to reroute that round the side of there, and that's it. That's my first attempt at fitting a relay to a bike, so it's a bit of a learning curve, to be honest. Like planning where the wires are going to go. You need to really plan where you're going to wire things in and where the wires are going to end up. So you need to allow for quite a lot of wire length, and obviously planning. I've had to, obviously, once they was in, and then I ended up unplugging it so I could feed the wires behind the brake reservoir and getting the wires tidy. So, you know, where you think you're going to go, sometimes you don't end up there. So it is a good idea to plan it and just take your time, but to be honest. So I'll be doing it again with the Bandit, Suzuki Bandit. I'm going to be adding a relay to that bike as well. So I'll try and do a better job of that and keep you updated, see if you can take anything from it. Cheers.